Did you know? A healthy diet not only keeps us strong but also helps prevent strokes. In today's video, I'm going to show you the foods you should eat every day to prevent stroke. It will be very helpful for you if you watch the entire video. Did you know that every year in the United States, more than 795,000 people suffer a stroke, and nearly 1 in 4 of them has already had at least one before? The striking truth is that most of these cases are entirely preventable, simply by making the right changes to your daily diet. Many people think of a stroke as a sudden, unpredictable attack. But in reality, it's often the result of years of silent damage building up in your blood vessels and brain. And here's the good news. You can take control of much of that risk, starting with what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. And this isn't just about cutting fat or lowering salt. According to a 2023 American Heart Association study, certain groups of foods, when eaten regularly, can reduce stroke risk by up to 30%, while also sharpening memory, boosting focus, and strengthening your heart. The best part: many of these foods are easy to find at your local grocery store, or may already be sitting in your kitchen right now. But here's the part I've emphasized to my older patients over 3 decades of treating and counseling stroke survivors. Not every food that sounds healthy is actually good for your heart and brain. Some, if eaten the wrong way or in excess, can quietly raise blood pressure, speed up artery clogging, and trigger a stroke without warning. So what are the true blood vessel protectors you should eat every day? How do they stabilize blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve circulation? And more importantly, how can you make them a delicious, effortless part of your meals? Let's dive into this life-saving list so you can start protecting your heart and brain today. Part 1. Foods you should eat every day. 1. Fresh greens and fruits, nature's shield for your blood vessels and brain. Did you know that simply adding a few servings of fresh greens and fruits to your daily meals can cut your stroke risk by nearly 20%? This isn't just a casual piece of advice. It's been proven by numerous large-scale medical studies. For example, a 2021 Harvard Medical School study found that people who ate at least 5 servings of vegetables and fruits a day had a significantly lower risk of heart disease and stroke compared to those who ate less. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and romaine lettuce are packed with vitamin K, folate, and natural nitrates. These compounds help your blood vessels work better, relax and widen your arteries, and improve circulation. Nitrates from leafy greens are also converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that naturally lowers blood pressure. This is especially important for people over 60, who are more prone to chronic high blood pressure. Fresh fruits like oranges, apples, and strawberries don't just offer vitamin C and soluble fiber. They're also rich in flavonoids, powerful antioxidants that help reduce chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the hidden culprit behind atherosclerosis, which narrows arteries and makes blood clots more likely, the leading cause of ischemic stroke. One particularly important benefit of the antioxidants in greens and fruits is their ability to neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules produced during metabolism and triggered by environmental factors like pollution, smoking, and an unhealthy diet. If left unchecked, they attack and damage blood vessel cells, accelerating vascular aging. By adding antioxidant-rich produce to your plate, you're essentially cleaning out and rejuvenating your circulatory system. Beyond protecting your blood vessels, greens and fruits help control blood pressure and lower bad cholesterol, LDL. According to the American Heart Association, a diet rich in vegetables and fruits can lower systolic blood pressure by an average of 4-5 mmHg, a number that may seem small but can actually cut stroke risk by 10–15%. Practical tips: aim for at least 2 servings of leafy greens and 3 servings of fresh fruit each day. Eat greens fresh or lightly steamed to preserve nutrients, especially water-soluble vitamins. Choose whole fruits over bottled juice, since juice often lacks fiber and can be high in sugar. Include a variety of colors, green, red, orange, purple, to ensure a broad spectrum of nutrients. After more than 30 years working with older patients, I've noticed a clear pattern. Those who consistently eat plenty of greens and fresh fruits not only have fewer strokes, but also enjoy sharper memory, less fatigue, and faster recovery after illness. Once you reach 60 and beyond, your body needs to be nourished and protected from the inside out. And vegetables and fruits are the most natural, safest, and most effective daily medicine you can take to safeguard your health. 2. Whole grains, a steady energy source and a shield for heart health. Did you know that simply replacing a few servings of refined grains with whole grains each day can lower your stroke risk by up to 14%? This isn't some new diet fad. It's advice backed by decades of medical research. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, and barley stand apart because they keep all 3 parts of the grain intact: the bran, germ, and endosperm. That intact structure is what makes them rich in fiber, B vitamins, minerals like magnesium and selenium, and plant compounds that refined grains lose during processing. Fiber in whole grains works in 2 powerful ways: lowering bad cholesterol, LDL, by binding to bile acids in the gut, preventing cholesterol from being reabsorbed into the bloodstream; stabilizing blood sugar levels, helping you avoid sudden spikes, critical for protecting blood vessels from long-term glucose damage. A 2019 Harvard School of Public Health study found that people who ate at least 3 servings of whole grains daily had significantly lower rates of heart disease and stroke compared to those who ate little or none. And these benefits held true even after accounting for age, weight, and physical activity. Beyond heart protection, whole grains also reduce systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the silent fuse behind many age-related diseases, from atherosclerosis and diabetes to neurodegenerative disorders. The antioxidants and fiber in whole grains help lower inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, which is directly linked to stroke risk. There's another benefit that's often overlooked: better digestion. As we age, bowel movements tend to slow, leading to constipation or discomfort. The insoluble fiber in whole grains adds bulk to stool and stimulates healthy bowel activity, promoting comfort and improving nutrient absorption. From an energy standpoint, whole grains release glucose gradually, providing steady, sustained energy for hours and preventing fatigue or dizziness from sudden blood sugar drops. This is especially valuable for older adults who need to stay alert and energized throughout the day. Practical tips: aim for at least 3 servings of whole grains daily, a half cup cooked brown rice, 1 slice of 100% whole wheat bread, or a half cup cooked oats per serving. Read ingredient labels carefully. Look for 100% whole grain or 100% whole wheat on the package. Gradually swap white rice for brown or red rice in 2–3 meals per week. Start your morning with oatmeal topped with fresh fruit to boost both fiber and flavor. In more than 30 years of working with patients, I've seen a clear pattern. Those who consistently eat whole grains enjoy better overall health, steadier blood pressure, improved cholesterol levels, and greater stamina. This is one of the smallest daily changes you can make with the biggest long-term payoff, especially for your heart and brain health after 60. 3. Fatty fish, the golden omega-3 source for heart and brain health. Did you know that people who eat fatty fish at least twice a week have a 27% lower risk of stroke compared to those who rarely eat fish. That's the finding from a meta-analysis of more than 30 large studies published in the British Medical Journal in 2020, and it highlights one key fact. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish are powerful allies for your heart and brain. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are loaded with EPA and DHA, two highly bioactive forms of omega-3 that your body cannot produce in sufficient amounts on its own. These fatty acids act as potent anti-inflammatory agents, help prevent the buildup of arterial plaque, and reduce the risk of blood clots, the direct cause of most ischemic strokes. But that's not all. Omega-3s also help lower blood pressure and improve circulation. This mechanism was confirmed in a 2021 American Heart Association study, which found that regular fatty fish consumption lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 25 mmHg and improved arterial elasticity. For adults over 60, who often struggle with high blood pressure and less flexible arteries, these benefits are especially valuable. Another reason I strongly recommend fatty fish for older patients is its ability to raise good cholesterol, HDL, while reducing bad cholesterol, LDL. HDL carries excess cholesterol away from the arteries, while LDL contributes to cholesterol deposits that narrow blood vessels and raise the risk of blockages. Improving the HDL to LDL ratio is one of the most effective long-term strategies for maintaining cardiovascular health, and the benefits extend to the brain. DHA is a critical structural component of both the brain and the retina, supporting memory, focus, and even lowering the risk of dementia, a common concern with aging. In fact, a 2018 National Institute on Aging study found that people with higher blood DHA levels experienced a slower rate of cognitive decline compared to those with lower levels. Practical tips: eat fatty fish 2-3 times per week, about 100–150 g, 5 Oz per serving. Choose healthy cooking methods like steaming, baking, or lightly pan-searing with olive oil to preserve nutrients. Avoid deep frying, as high heat can destroy some omega-3s and create harmful compounds. If fresh fish is hard to find, opt for canned fish in olive oil or water, but read the label to avoid high-sodium products. In over 30 years of working in cardiology and geriatric nutrition, I've consistently seen that patients who eat fatty fish regularly have better lipid profiles, more stable blood pressure, greater energy, and sharper memory. Fatty fish truly is one of the simplest yet most powerful food as medicine choices you can make to protect your arteries, heart, and brain. 4. Nuts, small but mighty superfoods for the heart and brain. Did you know that eating just a handful of nuts a day can cut your risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 30%? That's the conclusion of the famous PREDIME study, 2013, which followed more than 7,000 older adults in Spain. It found that adding nuts to a Mediterranean-style diet significantly reduced the risk of both stroke and heart disease. Nuts like walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and almonds are nature's nutrient powerhouses. They provide healthy fats, especially polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fatty acids, along with plant-based protein and soluble fiber. These three components are key to protecting your cardiovascular system. The healthy fats in nuts help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL. This is crucial because high LDL leads to cholesterol buildup in your artery walls, forming plaques that narrow blood flow and raise stroke risk. In contrast, HDL acts like a cleanup crew, carrying excess cholesterol away from your arteries for disposal, keeping your blood moving freely. Some nuts, especially walnuts, chia, and flax seeds, also provide plant-based omega-3s in the form of ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. ALA can be partially converted into EPA and DHA in the body, helping reduce inflammation, improve arterial elasticity, and lower platelet aggregation, 3 key factors in preventing dangerous blood clots. Beyond cholesterol, nuts also help lower blood pressure thanks to their rich content of potassium, magnesium, and arginine, an amino acid your body uses to make nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. A 2016 Hypertension Journal study showed that eating almonds daily for 12 weeks reduced average systolic blood pressure by 5 mmHg in older adults. The fiber in nuts supports healthy digestion and stabilizes blood sugar, an important benefit for overall health, especially after 60, when gut function and metabolism often slow down. And because nuts are loaded with antioxidants like vitamin E, they help protect cells from free radical damage, slowing the aging process of both your blood vessels and brain. Practical tips: eat about 30 g, 1 small handful of nuts daily. Mix different types of nuts to get a variety of nutrients. Choose raw or lightly roasted nuts, without added salt or sugar, to avoid raising blood pressure and calorie overload. Sprinkle chia or flax seeds onto oatmeal, salads, or yogurt for extra flavor and nutrition. If chewing is difficult, grind nuts into a fine powder and add them to meals. You'll still get the full health benefits. In over 30 years of working with older adults, I've seen that those who regularly include nuts in their diet don't just have healthier blood pressure and cholesterol levels. They also feel more energetic, stay mentally sharper, and experience fewer sudden bouts of fatigue. Nuts truly are nature's medicine, tiny but incredibly powerful allies in protecting your heart and brain every single day. 5. Extra virgin olive oil, the liquid gold, for heart and brain health. Did you know that simply replacing butter or animal fat with extra virgin olive oil can reduce your risk of stroke by up to 40%? This finding comes from the landmark PREDIMED study, 2013, one of the largest clinical nutrition trials ever conducted, tracking more than 7,000 older adults in Spain. Those who used extra virgin olive oil daily, alongside a Mediterranean-style diet, had dramatically lower rates of heart disease and stroke compared to those who relied on saturated fats from butter, lard, or refined oils. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, a heart-healthy fat shown to improve blood lipid profiles by lowering bad cholesterol, LDL, the main driver of arterial plaque buildup, raising good cholesterol, HDL, which carries excess cholesterol away from the arteries for safe removal. But the benefits don't stop at cholesterol. Olive oil is packed with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, reduce cell damage, and slow the aging of your blood vessels. Free radicals are often called the silent destroyers of the circulatory system, fueling chronic inflammation and weakening the endothelial lining of arteries, both key factors in stroke prevention. A 2020 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study found that consuming 20-30 g, 1.52 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil per day significantly lowered inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-6, while improving arterial elasticity in middle-aged and older adults. Beyond heart health, olive oil supports brain function. DHA and polyphenols in olive oil help protect nerve cells, strengthen communication between neurons, and may lower the risk of dementia in older adults. A 2019 Journal of Alzheimer's Disease Analysis found that diets rich in extra virgin olive oil improved memory and cognitive function in people over 65. Practical tips: use extra virgin olive oil instead of butter, animal fats, or refined oils in cooking. Ideally, use it at low to medium heat, or drizzle it directly over salads, steamed vegetables, or baked fish to preserve nutrients. Choose cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil in dark bottles to protect it from light damage. Store in a cool place, away from heat sources like the stove, to maintain flavor and quality. As I often tell my patients, olive oil isn't just cooking oil. It's part of a preventive therapy for heart disease and stroke. In more than 30 years of following older heart patients, I've noticed that those who switch to extra virgin olive oil often have more stable blood pressure, significantly better cholesterol levels, and feel lighter, with less bloating, compared to when they used saturated fats. A small drizzle of olive oil each day is like giving your heart and brain a natural, long-lasting shield, something no supplement can truly replace. As we've seen, a truly heart and brain-healthy diet is about far more than simply eating less salt, cutting sugar, or avoiding saturated fats. The real key lies in choosing the right foods, those that nourish and protect your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, and deliver the essential nutrients your heart and brain need to thrive. Your must-have allies in stroke prevention include fresh greens and fruits rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and protect blood vessels. Whole grains packed with fiber and B vitamins to help control cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. Fatty fish loaded with omega-3 to reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Nuts full of healthy fats and plant-based protein to keep arteries flexible and the heart strong. Extra virgin olive oil, the liquid gold, of monounsaturated fats and polyphenols that fight oxidation and slow plaque buildup. When you make these foods a daily habit, you're actively building a natural shield against stroke and heart disease. The best part: they're all easy to find, simple to prepare, and delicious, perfect for every palate, including older adults. Over my more than 30 years in practice, I've seen countless patients transform their health just by making these dietary changes. Within months, their lab results, blood pressure, and energy levels improved dramatically. It's living proof that it's never too late to start, and that even small changes can make a big difference for your long-term health. So here's my challenge to you. Start today. Swap white rice for brown rice. Add leafy greens and fatty fish to your plate. Sprinkle nuts over your salad. Replace animal fat with a drizzle of olive oil. The sooner you begin, the more you strengthen your heart, protect your brain, and extend your healthy years. If you found this information helpful, share it with your friends and family. Because good health isn't just a gift to yourself. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give to the people you love. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep learning practical, science-backed health tips that help you live stronger, longer, and happier every single day.